Hello, friends. It's Friday. That means it's time for the Friday weekly wrap up. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Christiana Gaudet. I am your Tarot Fairy Godmother, and I am live on my YouTube channel as I am most Fridays, where we're going to pull some cards to wrap up your week. If you're watching in replay, of course, I'm not going to be able to pull a card for you, but go ahead and listen because you might hear something that resonates for you, that speaks as truth to you. I think there's a real value in looking at a card to wrap something up, looking at a card to say, okay, well, what did happen there? So often we do it when something stressful has happened. How do I process this? Sometimes we do it in the course of this past, present, future style of tarot reading, where we look to establish a timeline on how we've interacted with something or how we have grown. And using a card to look to the past, and in this case, the very recent past, can give us some insight on our accomplishments, on what we've learned, on our trauma and what we've suffered. And it can be, I think, a very helpful exercise. Today, as promised last night at Global Tarot Circle, I will be working with Deviant Moon Tarot. It's an interesting deck. All right, so what we'll do is we'll do one card for the collective and then individual cards for those who request, so get your requests in. Before we get started, first of all, I want to say thank you very much to Robin Renee. Robin Renee has been a member with us for 10 months, and she has just started us off with a super sticker. Super chats and super stickers are ways that you can show your support for this broadcast, and I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Robin Renee. I also appreciate that you are a member of this channel, and we are very appreciative to all the members. You can tell who the members are because their names show up in green. Members have access to some special content, and members, if you haven't checked it out, I just this month put up 3 new members-only videos, and we have a members-only live stream coming up. There is an entire playlist entitled Members Only, so make sure you check that out. You will see the videos I've made for you. You will see the live streams that we've already done. You can watch the replay, and you'll see links for the live streams coming up, available only to members. If you're interested in membership, please do check it out. You can become a member at one of 3 levels. And if at any point you find that membership is not for you, you can drop it back down to being a subscriber, and I will still love you. Now, if you're here for the first time and you have not subscribed, please, please, please do subscribe. Do subscribe and make sure you hit the bell to make sure you get notified every time I go live and every time I put up a new video. Also, remember to check our community. I do post things occasionally for everyone and for members in our community feed. So what else? We've got a class for everybody, a live free class coming up this Tuesday, Tarot for Self-Care. How we can use tarot as a tool for self-care. So please do join us. I am very grateful as well to the people who joined us for Global Tarot Circle last night. What Jake says about it, I had fun last night giving readings to people, even though I'm far from professional. And that's really the point. You know, even if you never think about being a professional tarot reader, and let's face it, you have to be a particular kind of crazy to be a tarot professional. But there is great value in pulling cards for yourself and for others, whether we're doing it in the spirit of learning, of exploration, of divination, or of just having fun. There is real value in it and real practice to it, and that's why we do that meetup once a month. Thank you for being here last night, and we'll do it again next month. I hope you will join us then. While you're here, I do want to ask you to make sure you like this video. And another thing I'm requesting, if you enjoy the content that we have here, please don't keep it a secret. Let your friends, your tarot groups, let people know what we got going on here. I think we are doing things differently than a lot of other tarot channels. And there are some great tarot channels, but there are also some ones that I think are not really adding to the value here. And I like to think that on this channel, we are adding to the value. So let people know. All right. Without any further ado, let me go ahead and switch screens here. There we are. That means it is time to get into the readings. Here we go. And now we have an ongoing joke about riffle shuffling for spite. What that means is Jake shared with us that he once had a teacher who called him out for doing this, the riffle shuffle. And if you do it right, you can do riffle and bridge. Yeah, that is my favorite way to shuffle. And I recognize it will destroy the cards eventually, in which case, do you know what I do? I buy more cards. I have learned the lesson about not doing this with my collector decks. But with my decks that are reading decks, there it is. There it is. Jake, Deviant Moon, not my favorite, but strangely attracted to the artist. Patrick Valenza. Yeah, I hear you. I got some. I got that. I got that. All right. Betty, thank you so much. Betty says, I get something from every live you do. I really appreciate that. All right. So, first, our card for the collective. How was our collective week? The Fool reversed. So, I think a lot of us have been indulging in a certain amount of immaturity, of risky behavior. I think the rest of us are like looking at some things going on in the world like, what? Why are grown adults doing the things that they're freaking doing? I think a lot of us are feeling this way about a lot of things. So, while this is not an ideal thing, I think it does express some of our collective ennui right now about some things going on. Jake, I tried making eggs this morning. That was a Fool reversed moment. Okay. Fair. Ben, Libra does tarot. So nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Love that story. I love a riffle, but I can't bridge. Function of practice, my friend. It absolutely is. And Barrett Ermy, nice to see you. I love Deviant Moon, but it's not an everyday deck. Gotcha. And let's see. Anything else? Just looking through. I love it that y'all are like making friends with each other and talking to each other. I really want us to be a community here, so I really appreciate that. Although sometimes I do sort of get caught up in the like looking at the conversation, which is fine. It's fine. I appreciate it. Okay, here we go. Let me scroll on back to the beginning and let's get this show on the road, my friends. All right. And I did want to mention, I did the 3-card weekly reading as a pre-recording, so I didn't have a chance to pull cards for people this past Monday because of how my schedule was. And like 4 of you jumped in with super stickers, even though I wasn't here to applaud you. And I thank you so much for that. You are the best. I have the best subscribers, the best members in the whole internet. I really appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. All right. First card, Von Ray. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using one of the members only emojis. Here we go. Let's see what we got. the Queen of Cups. So this week, I think you did a really good job being in compassion, being in gratitude, being in appreciation, being in your feelings. And maybe not all of your feelings were positive. Maybe there were some things that made you sad as well. But I think you were good at tending to your heart, tending to the heart of others, and really experiencing and sharing your heart appropriately. So very well done. I think that's great. All right. Carrie Dunnick, you're the next one I see. Thank you so much for being here. All right, let's see. A card to wrap up the week for you. Here we go. The Five of Pentacles. So, Carrie, did you have a tough week? Is there something going on for you this week where you're worried that you're not going to have what you need, or things are not going your way, perhaps on a financial level, on a career level, on a health level? It feels like this may have been a tough week for you. And if so, I'm really sorry. The key here, the thing to remember though, is to look for the opportunities. It may be that there were some opportunities, things that you thought would manifest that did not manifest, or some things that you thought were opportunities that didn't turn out to be anything you wanted. Maybe you were barking up the wrong tree in some way. And if that is the case, once again, I am so sorry. However, do not be discouraged. Look deeper for opportunities. Opportunities are there. Things will be better. That's the important thing to remember. And Robin Renee, once again, thanks so much for being a member. And thank you for the super sticker. Really appreciate it. Here is a card for your week. See what we've got here. We have the Six of Pentacles. I think this week, maybe you remembered how important the work you are doing is. Maybe you saw evidence of hope. Perhaps the evidence of that hope is named Katanji. I found her to be hopeful for a lot of us, but maybe some other things in your personal life. But some sense that the work that you do, the collective work that we do, makes a difference and makes things better for people. And that you got re-inspired about the ways that you will help others. So, that's a good thing. Okay, Febborn, so nice to see you. Here is a card for you. Okay, Febborn, Ace of Swords. I think this week you either learned something new, found out something, figured something out, maybe had to be in a position of standing for the truth or defending the truth. But one way or the other, you end this week with more knowledge or more communication skill than you had when you begun the week. And so whether that was knowledge you wanted or some knowledge you welcomed or not, one way or the other, it is important, it is good. And so you end the week with something that is helpful, that will be helpful. Whatever that is, you take it and go forward with it. Nalini, it's so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Here is a card for you. Good emoji game you got going on there. Here we go. Nalini. The Knight of Swords reversed. So this week, you may have had to deal with a difficult person. You may have had some memories of a difficult person from the past that were difficult for you to process. You may have had a hard time making a decision about how you want to go forward. And, on your way forward, you will have good weeks, you will have bad weeks, you will have good days, you will have bad days. The key is to keep moving forward, even if there are delays, even if there are things not going the way you would like them to. Martha Vink, so great to see you. Thanks for being here. All right. Let's see what we got going on. Okay, here's an example of what happens when you don't use a deck very often and forget to remove the title card. All right, good enough. Here we go. Martha. Martha, look at you. I'm just checking out this card. This is such an interesting deck. You get the 6 of Cups. I feel like this week you may have had a conversation or a reunion with someone you hadn't seen in a while. I think that feels good. You may have done some thinking about your own path through life, what you've learned, what you set out to learn, where you've been, what you're saying goodbye to, and where you're going. So it's bittersweet, but I think you're there for the emotional process and you're processing it well. And I think it's important for you to recognize that wherever you've been, wherever you've gone, wherever you will go, you make a difference for others. Okay. Smile Soul 20, so nice to see you. And before I get to you, let me acknowledge Claire C. for the super sticker. Thank you so much for that. We really appreciate that, Claire. Thank you. All right, Smile Soul 20, thanks for your patience. Thanks for being a member here. Glad to see you today. Here is a card for you. All right. Knight of Cups. I think this week you did a good job moving yourself forward. You did a good job regulating your emotions. And, you are certainly on the lookout for love. And whether or not you found anything this week, I think you are at least looking, and that's good. All right, Ben Lieber does tarot. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using one of the members only emojis. Your emoji game is good in general. All right. Let's see what we got for you, Ben. Ben, the Page of Cups. I think this week you did a good job sharing your heart with others, letting people know kind of where you're at and what you're feeling, communicating. This week, you may also have been working on receiving communication from those in spirit. And I think that you are doing a good job kind of learning who you are and learning what your heart is and where your heart's at. That's a good thing. All right. And let me say thank you to Wendy Milano for the super sticker. I appreciate that. And if I remember correctly, Wendy, you may have been one of the 4 people who helped us out with a super sticker when I was pre-recorded. And again, I'm so grateful to that. To the people, and I think there were 4 of you, who helped out with super stickers when I wasn't even here to applaud you. That is like the mark of such great support, and I feel so blessed to have that support from all of you. So thank you, Wendy, and thank you, everyone. All right. Let me go back here. Where am I? Where am I? Okay, Karen Winkle. Karen, thank you so much for being a member here. We've got a request from you and also a card for Christina. Absolutely can do. Let's start with you, Karen Winkle. The Ten of Pentacles reversed. Are there some things in your home that are frustrating you, some things that need to be fixed, taken care of, reorganized? It feels like this week frustration may have reached an all-time high, and maybe you are finding a way to fix that, which is a good thing. I mean, it's not a pleasant thing to feel, but it's a good thing to deal with. So there you go. And once again, Karen, thanks for being a member here. Here is a card for Christina. Christina, what am I looking at here? The Five of Swords reversed. Christina, I think this week you may have had to be very diplomatic to find solutions. There may have been some things that were difficult or upsetting, but you found the solutions you needed to find balance, to find a way forward, to find a way to make things work. So well done. And you know, if I put these two cards together for Karen and Christina, since they are family, I do wonder, with those two cards, if there was a kerfuffle in the family, in addition to what I've already said. I wonder if there was a disagreement or something, a misunderstanding, something going on, a difficulty with a family situation or a family member that the two of you might have been involved in and might have found a solution to, or be in the process of finding a solution to. Hey, Carolyn McLaughlin, thank you so much for being here, Caroline. I appreciate you. And your emoji game is good too. Very nice. Okay, Caroline. Here's a card for you. The Six of Swords. So I know that there's been some medical stuff going on in your life. The Six of Swords is a good sign here. It would talk about forward motion and forward motion through science. And so whether this is just about thinking logically, whether this is about utilizing science, medicine, it feels like this week things have started to move forward in a positive way. I'm very hopeful that that is indeed the case. One way or the other, the advice is to stay in your logic as you move forward. All right. Claire C. Once again, thank you so much for being a member here. I appreciate you so much. And thank you so much for the super sticker. Really appreciate that. And you are often one to show up with a super sticker. You may have been one who showed up during the recorded 3-card weekly reading as well. So I do appreciate your support today and your continued support of our channel. So thank you so very much. In fact, the 3 folks here who have helped out with super stickers, Robin Renee, Wendy, and Claire, the 3 of you are very often the first, the 3, to be supportive. And thank you so very much for that. Your continued support it means the world to me. All right. Claire C. I shuffled. You saw me shuffle. And yet, same card came up for you, but a slightly different interpretation because that's how tarot works. 6 of Swords for you. Claire, as you travel, as you go forward, stay logical. There are a lot of emotions involved in some of the traveling that you're doing. Acknowledge the emotions, but stay in your logic and stay in your clear communication, please. Gina Rutledge, nice to see you. Betty Flesher, happy to see you. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using a members only emoji. I appreciate you. Let's see what we've got here. All right. Betty Fletcher, Three of Swords reversed. I think this week you did a lot of work on healing. Healing yourself, perhaps helping someone else heal, perhaps learning healing techniques. None of that is easy, but healing you must and healing you are, and that is a good thing. Peggy Lou Leven, so happy to see you here. Thanks so much for being here, and thanks for being a member here. Here we go. Peggy Lou Leven's Page of Pentacles. I think this week you did a good job learning, organizing, figuring something out, and maybe even thinking about a way to make some money or a way to handle some of your resources in a way that's really going to help you, and maybe communicating about that in a positive and helpful way. Autumn Pond, I'm so happy to see you. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Here's a card for you. The World reversed. Has your world felt turned around this week? Are you looking at things from a new perspective? Has there been some changes? Have there been some changes in the way you're seeing things or the way that you're doing things? This would suggest keeping a very open mind as you go forward. It's not a bad thing, but it does suggest perhaps some changes, and perhaps some changes in the way you think and in changes in where you're at or what's going on. And I think those things could help you. So be open. Gina Rutledge, here is a card for you. The Magician. That's a good card to get. I feel like this week you might have learned some new things, communicated in a new way, become very aware of how to use your tools, your skills, your abilities to move forward, maybe starting some new projects and being in your power. Very well done. Teresa Chase, it is so nice to see you here. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using members only emojis. Oh, and before we go on, Teresa, please excuse me. Caroline McLaughlin, you are another one. So supportive. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much for that super sticker. That is very, very, very kind. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, going back. Teresa Chase, thanks for your patience. All right, here's a card for you, my friend. The Two of Swords. Do you find that this week you were in something of a decision-making process or a peacemaking or peacekeeping process, maybe even trying to keep peace within your own heart? The thing with this card going forward, do not be pushed into decisions that you're not ready to make. Do find a way to be at peace within yourself, and do not let others unduly influence you. Aria Wilson, thanks for being here. Nice to see you. Thanks for being here. I said that already, and I'll say it again. Thanks for being here. Okay, Aria, here's a card for you. The Eight of Wands. So I think this week went by really swiftly. I think you got a lot done. I think you were an effective communicator. You may have heard from someone you hadn't heard from in a while, and might have been glad about that. The thing about this card is it is so much not a prediction. It suggests that there are unknown things still going forward, that you have to kind of do things without knowing what happens next. And you just have to be in a place of faith with that. And that may be true going forward for a while as well. Barrett Ermy, my good friend, nice to see you here. Thanks for being here. Everyone check out Barrett's YouTube channel, Barrett Ermy Tarot. He does some great stuff over there. Check him out on TikTok as well. And while you're there, check me out on TikTok, Christiana Gaudet Tarot. Okay, it has been a while, Barrett. Here's a card for you. The Two of Cups reversed. You better pay some attention to your Karen, my friend. Seriously, Barrett is a newlywed. Well, yeah, you get to be a newlywed for the whole first year. Barrett got married in January, late December, January, I think. Anyway, Barrett, this week there may have been a disagreement in your home. It may be about work. It may be about someone you're partnering with at work, where communication was not as good as it should be. So pay attention to your relationships, all of them. Pay attention to the people that you care about. Pay attention to the communication there. And you know what? Sometimes the Two of Cups can be about, when it's reversed, about not being a good partner to yourself. So make sure you're taking good care of yourself. All right, LJ Maloney, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Here is a card to wrap up your week. The Page of Pentacles. This week, you may have learned some new skills. You may have figured out some new ways of managing money or making money or taking care of yourself. One way or the other, this is a very positive card for your communication skills, for your learning as you go forward, especially regarding money and well-being. Very good. Jackie Masters, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for being here today. Here's a card for you. The Hierophant reversed. Jackie Masters, I think this week you spent some good time coming into figuring out who you are, not who other people want you to be, but who you are and what that means and how that matters. And that's good stuff. There's a lot of good spiritual growth and good coming into your own happening here. Very well done. Hey, Horse Fan Dunn, so nice to see you. We missed you last night. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using members only emojis. Okay, Peggy Lou, it was so nice to see you last night. It was fun. It was great to have you. And Horse Fan Dunn, thank you for your kind words. Here is, thanks for being a member here, if I didn't say that already. Here's a card for you, Horse Fan Dunn. I shuffled Two of Swords. I wonder if you were in a decision-making process this week or trying to find balance between the different things in your life. But one thing that I know is for you, the most important thing is to keep peace in your own heart, to keep peace in your own mind, to help your husband keep peace in his life. And so, think about all the ways that you create peace. And I know that you care about creating peace in the world. So if you haven't already, you should build the biggest ever crystal grid for peace in the world. I'm not kidding about that. Missy Me, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Here is a card for you. The Two of Wands reversed. So Missy, I feel like this week you forgot to remember what's possible. You forgot to manifest your dreams. You got bogged down in the sadness of what has been, in the drudgery of what is, and forgot that you have the power to imagine something better. Don't forget that. Stay in the place of being hopeful, of dreaming, of setting plans, of making goals, of looking to the future. They won't all go the way you wanted, and maybe there were some disappointments this week, and that's okay. I mean, it's not okay, but it's okay, 'cause it's got to be. But don't be afraid to continue to look toward the best that can be. Okay. Just scrolling through here. Melissa, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member. You just bought your second Light Seers deck because you already wore out the first deck. You know, I love you for so many reasons, Melissa, but I sure love you for that. That is fabulous. All right. So there is a big move here to do a drinking on Zoom, maybe for Beltane. A divination and libation party. I am really down for that. We'll make it happen. Okay, let's see. Jenny Sue, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Here is a card for you, Jenny Sue. Queen of Cups reversed. Did you have a little bit of a tough week? Were you feeling a little emotionally raw or dealing with some emotional healing or feeling like you were not in a space where you had time to nurture yourself? If that's the case in any way, please make sure that you do what you need to do to nurture yourself going forward. So Barrett, weed and Zoom. You know, the thing is, legal in some states, not in others. But you would be more than welcome, being a Massachusetts dude, you would be more than welcome to join us for libations and divinations using whatever you would like. Oh, Jake, man, I've been talking to you all this time and haven't done a card for you. Look at me. I am so sorry. Here you go, Jake. I shuffled, and again, the Queen of Cups reversed. You must take good care of your emotional self. Seriously. You know, we joke about drinking and all of that, but make sure you're not using alcohol as self-medication, my friend. Do what you have to do to nurture you and nurture your understanding of what a good person you are. Seriously. Okay. Hey, Luna Song. Here is a card for you. Luna Song. The Knight of Pentacles reversed. So here you are in Gainesville now. We miss you down here, but glad you found a place you like to be. But I feel like you're still working on getting your financial grounding and kind of figuring out how you want to go forward, remembering that you are, no matter how old you get, you need to always be a child at heart. And I think you are, and I think that's good. Use your creativity, use your practicality to move yourself forward. Horse Van Dunn, this is Deviant Moon. Very well loved deck, not one of my favorites either. Martha, maybe that title card has its own significance. It might, especially because in a weird way, your title is changing soon. Oh, Ben, I'm glad you watched my video with Nancy working on spirit communication. That makes sense. Okay, and you know, I have not seen, oh, I do. I see your request, Melissa Gross, so I wanted to make sure I saw your request. Yes, I will get to you. All right, just scrolling back. Okay, Charles Saddlemeyer. Thanks for being a member here. Really appreciate you. A card for you and also for Lucian. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Okay, for you first, Chara. The Ten of Cups reversed. This week, there may have been some things going on with home and family that were difficult. And it's so important for you to just stay grounded and get through it. And I think that's what you did. And that's what you need to do. We're all in that situation sometimes. All right. And Lucian. Lucian. The Seven of Wands reversed. I think you did a good job this week, maybe feeling defensive but not being defensive. talking about how you're feeling rather than reacting. So while for both the two of you, mother and son, things may have been a little difficult, but I think some good things came out of it, including good communication. So very well done. All right. And oh my goodness gracious, Luna Song, thank you so much for the super chat. I really, really, really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, there you go, Ben, a BYOB, bring your own buzz Zoom party. Perfect. I love it. And then for the people who are sober, sometimes tarot cards are the only buzz you need. It's perfect. Absolutely perfect. All right. Okay. Oh, Caroline. Oh, goodness, goodness gracious. Thank you so much for that feedback. Things seem to be moving. And yes, science regarding a health device, making things better. Hallelujah. We're so happy to hear this. Oh, very good, very good. Hey, Zuri. Everyone, make sure you follow the Yatsuri shop here on Facebook and other social media. Very good to see you here. Here is a card for you. And Zuri's going to be teaching here, doing a guest class next month. We'll be getting that link up very shortly. All right, Zuri. And thank you, Zuri, for being a member here. Really appreciate it. Strength reversed. This may have been a week that tried your patience. There may have been some things not going the way you wanted that made you upset. Hang in there. All will be well. Allow yourself to feel your feelings, but don't live there. You'll get it together. Everything will be fine. I promise. And again, thanks for being here and thanks for being a member. Hey, Raquel, nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. And I'm guessing you have a YouTube channel here too, don't you? Everyone check that out. Raquel Vivelta, Art and More. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. A card for you and a card for Cassandra, of course. Starting with you, Raquel. You get the Six of Cups. And I feel like that's a lot this week about looking to the past, thinking about how far you have come, how far your family has come, how things are different now, and how they're the same. And sort of being in that place of nostalgia and growth. And that's a positive thing. Let it inspire you. Looking at Cassandra. Cassandra, also strength reversed. This may have been a frustrating week for a few people, and there may have been some frustrations for you, Cassandra. It's all part of the deal. Just try to not let it stick with you. Just move on. 12/28 was the date of your marriage. Well, she's a lucky girl and you're a lucky guy. Gemini Sun, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Really appreciate that. Thanks for using a members only emoji. It's been a week. Oh my gosh. So sorry to hear that, but let's see what we can say about it here. It has been a week. Queen of Wands reversed. Man, you need nurturance, stat. You need to have some fun. You need some creativity. You need a nap. And you probably need to get your hair did too. Oh my gosh. All good things in all good time. It will happen. Everything will be fine. But yeah, it's been a heck of a week. And I know you're tired and I know you're frustrated and I know how normal that is. It's okay. It'll be fine. But do what you can to ask for what you need to nurture yourself and allow others to nurture you, my friend. All right. Hey, Cheryl Jefferson, nice to see you. Hope to see you at our in-person tarot meetup, Cards and Conversation, at Panera Bread this Sunday, 4 p.m. You and anyone else who's local. Nesty, nice to see you. A week of anxiety and not moving on, huh? Okay, let's take a look and see what we see. Yeah, no doubt. The Two of Wands reversed. You're the second person to get that here today. And the thing is, the way to get out of your anxiety is to know that you have the ability to manifest what you need, not in all cases, but in many. And to look at where you have that power, where things could be better, and put your energy and your sights and your plans and your goals on making that happen. It's like the Rolling Stones said, you can't always get what you want, but you'll get what you need. So figure out what you need and get it. Melissa Grosso, I will always have time for you. Thank you so much, and thanks for being a member here. Melissa the Magician, yay! Very good. I think this week you really came into your own power and started feeling the power and recognizing your ability to use the resources around you to create what you need to create professionally and personally. Well done. I hope you're feeling that shift. It's a good one. Horace Van Dunn, I don't know if there's enough photons in the universe to counter the darkness now. There is, because it's been darker before. And it got light again. And so it shall. All right. Very good, very good. Wendy. I don't think you missed your card. I think I celebrated your super sticker and I missed your card. So here is your card now. Please forgive me. Knight of Cups. You are moving forward, my friend, and you are moving forward in a loving and positive and grateful way. It's magical, it's spiritual, and it even makes me wonder about your love life going forward. So I look forward to speaking with you soon about so many things. But clearly you are moving forward in a very positive way. There you go. All right, and thanks for the gentle reminder there, Wendy. Okay, anyone else I missed? It can happen. I'm scrolling back and forth a lot. I do miss people, and I am apologetic when I do. So if I missed you, or if you just got here, or you did not request it as last call for readings, y'all, let me know. I will be back tomorrow, 12:30 Eastern Time with your Saturday Psychic Sampler. So get your very juicy questions, because we will squeeze the juice and spill the tea. Hey, Seoni, nice to see you. What do you take forward from this week? Yeah, thank you for sharing the other day what was going on there. No, you're not too late at all. Thanks for sharing what was going on there. Let's see what we see about this week. Yeah. Three of Cups reversed. So some things happen there that you're not feeling so celebratory about. But hey, any knowledge is good knowledge. And so take your hope, take your heart, take the people that you love, take all of that and go forward with hope. Better days are ahead. Wendy, I am really looking forward to our conversation tomorrow. And yes, the Knight of Cups is a perfect card there. I want to thank you all so much for the super chats and super stickers. Special shout out to the members. Thank you all. Remember to like this video. Thank you to the subscribers. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Join us tomorrow for the Saturday Psychic Sampler. That link will go up either today or tomorrow, so look for it. And remember to join us for class, 7 p.m. Eastern Time on Tuesday, Tarot for Self-Care. Take good care. Thank you so much. You be good.